Picture this for a moment, a powerful CEO, stranded on a dark countryside road. Her luxury car is broken, her patience is gone, and in her frustration, she laughs and says to a stranger, "If you fix this engine, I'll marry you." Now, what if I told you that this so-called joke wasn't just a joke? What if that very moment sparked a love story that would change two lives forever? Stay with me till the end, because this isn't just a story of romance. It's about second chances, hope, and what happens when two very different worlds collide. And hey, if you love emotional, heart-touching stories that remind us of what truly matters, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next one. It was late evening. The countryside road stretched endlessly, quiet except for the chorus of crickets and the occasional hum of a passing truck. On the side of the road, a sleek black car stood helpless, its hood open, its powerful engine now silent. Inside the car sat Amara, a young but ambitious CEO. She had everything: wealth, power, influence. People admired her, envied her, even feared her. But that night, sitting in her stalled car, she felt something she rarely ever did: helpless. She stepped out, frustrated, her heels crunching against the gravel. She wasn't used to problems she couldn't solve with a phone call, a meeting, or a signature. But here she was, stranded. That's when she noticed him. Walking toward her, toolbox in hand, was Rayan. His clothes were simple, his hands calloused, but his eyes carried warmth, an honest strength that made her feel safe, even in the middle of nowhere. Rayan was a mechanic. More importantly, he was a single father. Life had not been kind to him. His wife had passed away years ago, leaving him with the responsibility of raising his little daughter, Hania, all on his own. Every day was a balance between fixing cars and making sure Hania had everything she needed. He had little, but what he had, he gave fully. Amara sighed, half laughing at her own misfortune, and blurted out, "Tell you what, if you can fix this engine right now, I'll marry you." She didn't mean it. It was sarcasm, a stress-fueled joke, but Rayan, he didn't laugh. He simply gave a small smile, rolled up his sleeves, and got to work. With steady, practiced hands, he tinkered with the engine. Sparks of effort, the smell of oil in the air, the calm confidence of a man who knew his craft. Amara watched, curious, almost impressed. Minutes later, the engine roared back to life. Her eyes widened. "You weren't joking," she whispered. Rayan wiped his hands and said quietly, "Every problem has a solution, you just need patience to find it." Amara thought she'd never see him again. But fate had other plans. Days later, in the city, she spotted him again, dropping his daughter Hania off at school. Amara noticed the worn-out shoes, the patched-up school bag, the way Rayan crouched down to hug his little girl before heading off to work. Something inside Amara softened. She offered him a ride that day. He hesitated. He didn't like charity, but finally accepted. And in that short drive, Amara saw a different side of him. The way his face lit up when he talked about Hania. The quiet pride he carried despite his struggles. But love doesn't come easy. Amara's world was sharp suits, glass towers, and ruthless boardrooms. Rayan's world was grease, stained hands, long hours, and making ends meet. People whispered. Some mocked her. A CEO with a mechanic. Impossible. Rayan too carried doubts. Could he ever belong in her world? Could a man who fixed engines stand beside a woman who ruled empires? And then there was Hania. Rayan was protective. He had lost too much already. If Amara wasn't serious, if she wasn't ready to love not just him but also his daughter, he couldn't risk letting her in. But Amara was different. She didn't just say she cared, she showed it. When Hania invited her to a school play, Amara canceled an important meeting just to be there, sitting proudly in the audience, clapping louder than anyone. When Rayan struggled with late payments for Hania's school, Amara didn't offer money. She offered support, encouragement, and respect. Rayan realized that this woman, this CEO who could have anything, chose to be here. With him, with Hania, and slowly, he let his guard down. Months later, back on that same countryside road where it all began, Amara leaned against the car and smiled at him. "Do you remember the night I joked about marrying you if you fixed my engine?" she asked. Rayan chuckled. "Of course. How could I forget?" This time, Amara took his hand, placed it over her heart, and whispered, "I wasn't serious then. But I am now. I don't care about the world, the whispers, or the differences. I just want you. And Hania. Forever. And under the stars, what began as a joke turned into a promise of love, family, and second chances. Sometimes, the most beautiful love stories begin in the most unexpected places. A broken engine, a tired road, a simple act of kindness. Love doesn't care about wealth, status, or appearances. Love is about patience. About seeing someone's soul and choosing them again and again. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more emotional, inspiring tales. Who knows? Your second chance at happiness might be waiting just around the corner.